It's 3 a.m. The house is dead quiet. You're asleep. The person next to you, well, is supposed to be too, but their phone just lit up on a nightstand. One buzz and then another. And the name on that screen, well, it's not their mom. It's not a work emergency. It's someone who has no business being in your partner's phone at this hour. And that text that came through, well, it's about to do more damage to your relationship than a physical affair ever could. What I'm about to tell you today is not theory. This is not me, reading off some psychology textbook. This is something that has destroyed real relationships, real families, real people who thought they were safe. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why a simple text message at the wrong hour has, quietly ended more relationships than cheating ever has. You're going to know 3 stages of how it happens. And most importantly, you're going to know exactly what to do if it's happening to you right now. Now look, some of you might be thinking it's just an innocent text, that it's, not that serious. And that reaction right there is precisely why, it slips through the cracks of so many relationships without anyone sounding the alarm until the whole thing has already collapsed from the inside out. So let me break this down for you because, it goes way deeper than a notification on a screen. We live in a generation where you can be, physically faithful and emotionally unfaithful at the exact same time. And somehow, somewhere along the way, you've convinced yourselves that because nothing physically happened, that it doesn't count. But let me ask you something. If your girl picked up her phone right now, opened her DMs, and found a message a guy sent her at like 3 a.m., in the middle of the night, saying, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she smiled before she put the phone down, tell me that your stomach wouldn't just flip. That feeling would not be just jealousy. That's discernment. That's your spirit telling something that your brain hasn't caught up to yet. In the research, it backs this up. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that emotional infidelity was rated as more hurtful, not equally hurtful, more hurtful than physical infidelity by the majority of the people surveyed. So let me walk you through exactly how this happens, because it doesn't just start with a love confession at 3 a.m. It starts so small, you wouldn't even notice it. And that's the whole point. Stage 1, the innocent text. It always starts innocent. Always. It's a, "Hey, how are you?" or a, "What are you doing?" text from an ex or someone that has interest in you that goes beyond just friendship. Now, the message alone is not the only problem. The timing is the bigger problem. Sending, "Hey, what are you doing?" at 3 a.m, you're not just asking how someone is, you're telling them where your mind is at. You're saying, "It's the middle of the night. I'm in my most, private moment, and I choose to spend this moment thinking about you." That is not just, just a text. That is an invitation, and the person on the other end, they know it. Stage 2, the emotional affair. Now, this is where it gets dangerous. And this is the stage where, most people are already in it before they even realize what's happening. The text, it becomes daily. The conversations get deeper. They start sharing things with this other person that they're not sharing with you. Frustrations about work, feelings about life. And here's the part that really stinks. They share with them doubts about your relationship. Real quick, before I get into stage 3, because this is the most important one, if you're getting any value from this video, then I need you to go follow me on Instagram right now. Well, maybe after the video, but I post daily reels and stories over there that don't make it here on YouTube. I'm talking about raw, unfiltered advice that hits, different at 8 a.m. when you're getting ready to start work, or, throughout the day when your mind won't stop racing. I'm going to leave my link to my Instagram down in the description below and on the pinned comment as well. Now, let me get back to this video, because stage 3 is where everything falls apart. Stage 3, the point of no return. Now, here's what happens once the emotional connection with the other person is established. Your partner's brain starts doing something that psychologists call creating a comparison frame. They start unconsciously measuring you against the other person. See, the person on the other end of that 3 a.m. text, well, they only exist in the highlight reel. They never have to, take out the trash. They never have to sit through the hard conversations about finances. They never have to show up during flu season or family drama or a random Tuesday night when nothing exciting is happening. They get to be the mysterious one, the one who only shows up when the dopamine is flowing and the butterflies are active. There's a reason that Proverbs 4:23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. And I used to read that and think it just meant, protect yourself from getting hurt. But it's deeper than that. It means guard the doors of your heart. Guard what comes in, guard what comes out, and guard who you give access to. Because once someone has emotional access, to the deepest parts of your inner world, once you're sharing your 3 a.m. thoughts with someone who isn't your person, you've already left. You just haven't packed yet. And that's why I said at the beginning of this video that this destroys more than cheating. Because physical cheating, it's a bomb. It explodes. Everybody knows what happened. Emotional cheating is a slow leak. It doesn't just shatter the foundation overnight. It dissolves it quietly, gradually, until one day, you look at your relationship and realize that there's nothing holding it up anymore. And you can't even pinpoint when it started falling apart. Now, let me say this one thing loud and clear. Your loyalty is not measured by what you do when your partner is watching. Your loyalty is measured by what you do when your partner is not watching. Let me leave you with this piece of advice. If this is something that, you're concerned about your own relationship, what you need is a conversation, a real one. You look them in the eyes and you need to say, I need to know that I am the person that you come to no matter what the time is, not someone else. And if I'm not, then tell me. So we can either fix it or face it. That's it. That's the move. Direct, honest, no games, no manipulation, no passive aggressive hints, just truth. Because the relationship that you actually want, the one that lasts, the one that feels like home, it's not built on surveillance. It's built on honesty, safety, and faith. It's built on 2 people who choose each other every single day and put God in the center of every single moment. And if the person that you're with can't give you that, then maybe the 3 a.m. text that you need to send is to yourself. The one that says, I deserve better than this, and I'm going to go get it. If this hit different today, then send it to someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's go.